And people want to know things that I don't know, because I don't know, because I don't know. And there's nobody trying to do anything. But I know one thing: big tobacco. I mean, they got to be pissed off about whatever's happening in Canada for cigarette sales because everybody's buying a cheaper version, and I don't sell them. I did for a little bit last year, but I don't sell them anymore. I know one of their most famous infidels there, Keith Jackson. I know he's like the kingpin for him, or has he been bumped up now that Valdik Sincevic and him are besties, and they both like rape. They both Valdik raped my two girlfriends last year, and he did it, secretly. Well, it's not very fucking secret. And Keith said he was in jail for rape. His mother's probably wondering why he isn't in jail still. I can't prove this stuff. This isn't an affidavit, and this isn't a fucking cop's wet dream. So I'm just Cody Hayden, and I'm a human being, and I'm not anybody's bitch, and I'm certainly not Iffy's fall guy, and I ain't Pat Haynes' fall guy, and I ain't Ron Boucher's fall guy, and neither is Chris. And Guy isn't falling for nothing because he's patient and he sits on the couch and enjoys relaxing. He's there to protect Mom. Mom can protect herself. She had an affair and is having another one, and she's trying to figure out where I went, and I'm supposed to be there for 12:30. She's probably not watching either. And Crystal Ann is a spy in the keep. She knows one of the man from Hawaii's daughters, and they're tight in Vancouver. They're friends, so she's part of his family as well as Iffy's. That's how they filled their empty nest syndrome. Is with her. She doesn't come around because she's not welcome. It's hard to say that to her. Not for me. She poisoned me in 2015, and she took 9,500 from me, cash, and I want it back. It was illegal money, and how did I get it? None of your fucking business, because I'm not up for fucking anything. And if I was getting extradited, though, maybe I do, maybe I don't. This isn't Maryland, and what happened there? As the bridge went down, I don't know what happened. I can take guesses, and it was a power failure or sabotage on the boat. Maybe it was. I don't know. For theoretical analysis. Who are my friends? I got friends in high places. Don't worry about it, because the show is going to keep going because I pay for it. No, I don't pay for it. Good people who are clients of me, they can call anytime, and it's fine. It's safe. It's no problem. No one's trying to kill me. It's only Chris Gregoire in his mind, because he's the only one that would be stupid enough to. Well, you're not stupid, Chris. You just don't need to do it. You don't want to do. Just enjoy the show, and that's all this is. You guys aren't famous. You're an organized crime. Fame and organized crime don't go along. I'm not even an organized criminal yet. It's because they wouldn't fucking let me become one. They kept me pinned down with fucking drug overdoses. I basically overdosed on drugs all those times, but I still went to the hospital. It still makes me look like a madman. Well, I ain't too concerned about it. I haven't showered yet. I should have a shower. I should shave. I brought my shaving cream. I think I have another scene with a can of shaving cream. And we know if he's got eyes and ears everywhere, and they have to report on him to him, or else he'll kill you, because he's a ruthless fucking killer. I bet when he was a kid, he was a good hunter, and he hunted with or without the Indians. He killed everything that moves. And there was animals, animal parts left on the road from Dallas Drive up to Barnharville Road, and that maybe disturbed him. Well, that was young people probably sending a message to him, because he's a killer. I had only seen him once. I never fucking talked to him. I didn't say nothing. Same thing. He said, "Are you okay?" He didn't know it was me. I said nothing. And I didn't say nothing. Sunil said, he said, "What's up?" I didn't say nothing to him. Because those guys are into human trafficking. Or if he isn't, Sunil is. Sunil and Chris are. So why the fuck they get into it if they are yes men for you? You wanted to be competitive? You wanted to defend against me? Are you fucking stupid? I don't want any kind of mass race. I was Hitler. I ain't Hitler. These organized criminals are fucking wingnuts, man. And they can get something like this too, and they're gonna get it. When a phone call comes in from New York, Iffy, you pick it up. You don't wait around for me to be killed and be a tough guy, because you could get. And they don't fucking understand who they're fucking with, and they don't get it. This is BC, and they're not stateside. Why don't you go down to the States and talk big shit in fucking Oakland? Because they haven't been down there ever. They defected on somebody, and Bacon Sr. is the one that from Hawaii. He took it upon himself to take care of all these guys. And they don't want to roll on him. Well, they can't roll on me because I've never done any crime with them ever. They just want me dead and out of the way. That's the baby boomers generation. Except for Guy and Ron, I trust none of them. And Chris doesn't need to do a fucking thing. Jesus Christ, I am the strong leader you guys wanted, but I ain't leading you guys anyways. Because the fact of the matter is, you guys can start icing each other out. You can wait for an investigation to come down because you guys are too powerful in this fucking province. And I'm telling you guys that. You guys gotta need to start. And someone's figured it out, and some are making moves, and I don't know about it because I don't keep any touch with the fucking with the Hells Angels at all. I never fucking did. And just because I was born from geese loins doesn't mean I'm a fucking nomad or that he even is one. He's never showed me colors, and he's never hasn't killed me yet. He knows one thing: if anybody shows up without permission, other than the cops, because my mother has gotten away with just too much. And she's my mom, and I love her, but she doesn't get to poison me anymore, and she hasn't been. So things are better. In my life. And if he said one thing, if I got to tell him one thing, you don't get involved with doctor-patient anything, and you don't get involved with lawyer-client privilege. It's not your fucking privilege to pry at. And you think that all these men are your fucking men, and you are not who you say you are. You're a retired man, and you're no longer in government. If you were government, you're no longer. And you got stuff in the Caymans too. And you're a private business owner. Well, you didn't do the Solar Sun activated, and we're activated now because Steve Asen is a good man, and he is, and he's got nothing to do with anything that happens in Kamloops. He doesn't. He was unfortunately with Crystal Ann Grimm or Crystal Ann Hayden, and fortunately they divorced in 2010 when I did the whole marketing thing. It was a genius marketing plan, and Pat and Jeff Cleary helped that. They did help. We did a good job, and then Thomas Cleary, I don't know him. I think I met him once. And their dad's a vet, and he's a gem. And I know of a vet named Scott, and I sat down with him once at Denny's. I didn't say anything, and he paid me back some money for Sam. I literally didn't say anything, and that was when I was 17, and I didn't say nothing. And he's a vet, and he's a I know he's got a book called Ghost Keepers. I haven't read it yet, and I'm sure it's a great book, and you can get it on Amazon. And Scott, his last name I don't know. Sam Schulmeister, hopefully he's doing well, and hopefully he hears me when he's not getting too fired up on other things. He's being, himself and not getting into the drugs too much, okay? Because me and Scott would, one thing I think his stepson not having to go to rehab. Hasn't yet. I haven't yet either. Don't worry about it. A little bit of recreational. And if you like that girl, when I seen you last, she could come in and buy off me. It's allowed. It's okay, because Tony, Andy, and Al don't say that they don't want it to be okay. What happens in the city isn't up to them, okay? It's not up to me either. There's a Martin's Criminal Code, okay? And then there's an even playing ground, and I'm evening it out because I know something that's plumb. And I went to the Thompson Rivers electrical course. I have a picture online of me, and I think it's online. Well, I have 2 Facebooks, and these guys aren't on Facebook. So why don't or they're on Facebook, but their profiles aren't made public? Well, why don't they make a profile? Because I said something to a couple of people that I cared about. I won't say which families, and someone already gave me the I'm in shit eye, and I'm not in shit. I guarantee it. And I'm not a CI, and I'm not an undercover cop. This is me playing against them and playing back well. Because I'm an independent dope dealer, and I always was. Just because I was born from Sherry and Guy doesn't mean I'm getting dropped off alone on somebody's beach. Valdex Savage doesn't have his own chapter. He imaginated it right up, and he thought he had me in cloak and dagger style. I had him. He's not a Canadian. If I got to do him myself, I will. You guys are all scared of him. He's a fucking no good piece of shit. And if you can probably agree on that. And these guys have their own beefs, but they don't want to kill each other because they don't want to lose their government overthrow plot. I probably set them 50 years behind already. So they're just waiting on me to die. And because she's a little younger than me, and for our peers, I was feared and revered. And it goes right through the generations up to the, it ends at about 79. And the 80 plus club, they know me to be a good guy, and that's all I am. So, and I've got backing, man. And don't let me, I don't know Vito downtown last name, but Vito Rizzuto, he would be happy for me. And I'm not putting everything on him because he probably never sold a dime bag in his life. Probably didn't like drug dealers. Probably didn't. That's why the Hells Angels was created. Maybe just for Vito to be less pissed off at him. Maybe. Or he would be about 80. He'd be about almost getting 80. He's 67, and he would have been 67. And if the internet I found was real, 67 seems a little young, but that's what it said, 67. He had to be older than that. Picture. That's what the internet said. I get different internet than everybody else, but this goes out to everybody, so I got the 0. I don't know Mira personally. I think she traveled to BC recently, and they're all on glue out here because they're all brainwashed by Iffy, and they fear him. No kidding. I don't fear him because there's nothing to fear. I could help him with his ultimate goal, getting to know Sean and getting to know his grandson, and that's me because I know Sean Coughlin personally. Is there something about, you know, me being the feared one and him being the good guy that doesn't work? Because he's a good guy, and I know I bothered Devin with the gym, but I seen him again, and does he know? Is there something that he knows about listening to Adam argue? And I don't have a girlfriend right now. It's complicated, and I know people that I know from the past, and I know him personally because I went to Dallas Elementary. My dad doesn't remember being in the truck, and when he was trucking, I wasn't fucking. I wasn't. I was working from 13 to 20. I was a teenage mastermind, and Chris G worked for me for a bit. I trained him to be a good man, and then he got popped. He got busted, and he just got pinched, and he was out, and he had something in his underwear, and nobody knows about that. He told me. He trusted me then. I trusted him now. I found something in his shoe, and I got trust on all different sides of the fence. But I'm in the middle here, and I'm a neutral party because I am neutral party. I got a can-do attitude, but I'm a neutral party, and I don't have any money.